बाटो झल्का लाग्छ नहिन यो बाटो माया जल बुन्छु म इलाम जिल्ला बागमती खोला फेरि भेट होला.
Higher elevation teas is where you can expect more of the what we call the flavor, lighter in cup and flavory in nature. So those teas generally are grown in the hills. So whether that is Nilgiris, whether it is Darjeeling or Nepal or even in China there are high grown areas.
Our one of the core competences is Nepal. We specialize in that. We are one of the main people, we are one of the main companies doing that work. When we started working with Nepal teas, nobody knew about it. This is about 20 years ago. You know, there was no tea earlier in Nepal. Tea used to be imported from India into Nepal, and you know, the consumption habits in Nepal are very much like Indians. So they also love their chai. That's how they drink their tea. And then again in Nepal also they have different geographies. So you have teas which is grown in the hills, altitude of 4,000 feet and above sea level. Teas from there are very similar in characteristic like Darjeeling teas. But you know, since they were coming from Nepal, it was very unknown. And that is when, you know, we started working with Nepal teas, with the markets, with Indian markets and overseas markets. And you know, people would be surprised that there's even tea there. I remember those days, you know, meeting customers in Germany, and they say, "Oh, Nepal has tea. We didn't know this." And you know, that used to be how it would start every time. You know, over the years, the preferences have changed, and you know, now they cannot do without Nepal tea. I'm sure you have been to the market and you have seen how much it is loved and liked, the teas. They have very good, you know, the quality is extremely good, as good as best of the Darjeelings, and you know, it gives a very good value proposition to the customers.
So I came into Nepal in an area where there was no tea growing, and started buying land, started the land preparation. It was enjoyable. I used to live in a tent at times, you know, 3 days in a week, live in a tent. And I enjoyed working with the simple village folk of Nepal. In Nepal, you have about, the plantations have about 99% women. Plucking,
Very similar here.
You know, sickling, maintaining the plantations. The small tea growers, their wives, their daughters, you know, it's all women. It's all women who are doing it. And women have been given that importance because they're putting the food on the table.
Absolutely.
For their homes.
Yeah.
They're looking after their children, they're putting food on the table.
Right.
And I've seen an increase in price in Nepal, almost 100%. 100% it's gone up. I think today Nepal is, or you can say, surpassed Darjeeling in terms of quality. In Nepal, by going quality, I mean, we've gone back to those rudimentary methods, you see? Touching, feeling,
Right.
you know, smelling.
Right.
And that has made a vast difference in, you know, the small tea growers in Nepal. They've seen benefit. They've seen benefit in producing quality because the factories are willing to pay. They're willing to pay the price. You see, if you get quality, they're willing to pay the price.
I mean,
And they've seen that.
You were talking about German buyers, Japanese buyers,
Yes.
who are queuing up and are not getting enough of what is.
We have
coming
not
out
been
of-
able to meet the demands of specialty teas like this.
La la dai sang parala, sang la la dai sang parala. Korani bajo bana marani basong, korani bajo bana marani basong.
Kota फर्केर हौ कता
Korani bajo bana marani basong, korani bajo bana marani basong. Nila ma ke wai tasina.